What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Josh Mason from the Detox Dudes from Berkeley, California, coming to you live from California. What is happening? Okay, so a lot of people ask me about diet. I want to talk about a bunch of different foods that we should never eat, a bunch of different food combining rules, diet tips, right here, right now. The foods that we should never eat are things like gluten, okay? Gluten in the form of pastas, breads, refined sugars, refined carbohydrates, okay? Absolute nightmare. Candy, all of that bullshit is out, okay? We should never or hardly eat inorganic and pesticide-ridden meats, chicken, red meat, anything that's inorganic, anything that's unhappily raised, throw it out. It's death and decay. Throw out the caged eggs, okay? Caged eggs, absolute nightmare. You're taking on all of this death and depression by eating all those types of foods. What else should we never have? Rarely should we have dairy. If you can find a real amazing local farm that has raw dairy where you actually can see the happiness of the animals, dairy can be a medicine in that way. But otherwise, store-bought dairy, yogurt, kefir, it's all garbage. Most store-bought kombucha, it's garbage. Yeah, alcohol, tobacco, most of it garbage. You can make your own fermented meads with like bitter fruits and bitter herbs, and that could be okay in slow doses. But for the all store-bought alcohol, a nightmare. Okay, and yeah, all of those foods, just throw them away. And there's no point. You're just basically dying slowly by eating all of that. Some interesting food combining rules, by the way. You never want to eat a starch and a protein in the same meal, okay? Starches require alkaline environments for digestion, and proteins require acidic environments for digestion, particularly animal proteins. So a cheeseburger is a huge nightmare. The patty and the bread, okay? They require opposite mediums of digestion. Spaghetti and meatballs. Italians, you guys are fucking everyone up. Actually, someone told me that spaghetti meatballs isn't even an Italian invention. But anyhow, starch and a protein, okay? Nightmare. Have a starch with vegetables or a protein with vegetables, not the starch and the protein together. Another food combining rule, eat fruits alone. Eating fruit after a meal, I see this, it literally makes me cringe inside when someone eats a delicious, beautiful meal and then they eat fruit afterwards, especially if the meal has animal protein. This food is going to take a while to digest. When you eat fruit on top of it, you're eating a very quickly digestible sugar that is not able to be digested because it has so many other things before it. So it literally just ferments, creates terrible bacteria on its way through your digestion. And ideally, you would actually even eat melons alone, pineapple, papaya. They have all of the enzymes necessary for digestion, so you can literally eat it and it passes through your stomach seamlessly. And the body says, oh, it has everything it needs, go straight to the small intestine. Now that's a little bit theoretical because right now we're dealing with soil issues and all kinds of lack of minerals. So it's possible that these fruits no longer have the amount of enzymes that they once had. Life force, if you will. But nonetheless, fruit alone, melons alone, no fruit after a meal. Dairy, very good to have it alone if you're going to have dairy. Those are the most important food combining rules in my opinion. Again, no gluten, okay? Especially if it's inorganic gluten. Gluten's a nightmare even if it's organic, but inorganic gluten, there was a guy, Dr. Zach Bush, he talks about how Roundup, and there's a huge scandal, by the way, or issue. I think Roundup was just lost a big lawsuit. But anyhow, finally, like, science is proving that glyphosate is killing us. But the Roundup actually creates a fucking atom bomb in our intestines for our tight junctions. It's the combination of Roundup, glyphosate, and gluten together destroys the tight junctions and creates massive leaky gut. Leaky gut equals leaky brain. Well, not exactly. Leaky gut equals foggy brain equals massive health issues equals depression equals anxiety. It all starts in the gut, our second brain. So getting rid of that gluten, you can start avoiding that erosion that's happening from glyphosate and gluten combined. Check out Dr. Zach Bush's work. You can check out Restore for Life. That's one of his products that helps heal the tight junctions. Now, yeah, I'll do another video on what foods I do believe in. But anyway, these are a bunch of foods that you shouldn't eat and some food combining rules. Just a quick little video. That's it. I'm out. Peace.